Yeah, this is a podcast of Nathan Nat and Shaun.
Let's go!
Hi, everybody.
Hi, another show without Shaun.
I know. We battled on. We gave a couple of hard-hitting football interviews, though, to Griffin Logue and Jeremy McGovern.
Oh, it was the best ones, I think it's ever
so.
been on this station.
I know. Gov certainly perked up.
Yep. All morning we watched Notting Hill.
So there are a few Notting Hill references, that's for sure.
No, we did.
We caught up with David Campbell, who's written a new kids' book called My Tooth is Loose.
Yes. We also asked the question, why me? Why me?
And we got our hands dirty with our favourite gardener, Costa Georgiadis.
And let's not forget as well, Harry, what did you put in there?
The debrief.
The debrief.
Giddy up.
Because Harry's in love.
This is Nathan Nat and Shaun.
We're just watching Notting Hill because Harry remembered the password to my Stan account.
Yeah.
Harry chose
That's my signature, and above it it says, "Dear Rufus, you
What a film,
belong
by the
in
way.
jail."
You know what?
Good one.
Memories flood back, and Julia Roberts
It's all my
right
phone
now.
number.
Don't you just feel
Tempting.
like?
But
Isn't it a dead giveaway if you're a celebrity to wear sunnies inside?
Yeah, and a beret.
A beret.
And
Well, that's how we
a
knew she was famous.
leather coat.
I will take this one.
And Katie is at the moment is travelling.
Yes, Katie Lamb, and she went to the bookshop the other day because she's in London. I know. I know.
This is
bit of
so
Notting Hill action.
Lovely. What a
Isn't it?
lovely film.
Because he's just an ordinary guy, you know.
We just realised that Hugh Grant's housemate looks like a wildcat.
Yeah, Jesse Wagstaff, if we're going to name names.
It's
Morning, Jessie.
It's really great to pop back into an old movie. And, and don't you reckon with movies, back then there was a whole lot more time. You know what I mean? Like nowadays
fast-paced,
the
is
movie
it?
would be half over.
And yet they still got them done in about an hour and a half.
Talking about movies, Natalie and I
Yeah, we got a sneak peek of the new Baz Luhrmann Elvis movie yesterday.
learnt so much about
Yes,
Elvis.
I knew a bit about him
I knew
already.
none of it.
Oh, didn't you?
And I rang Mum and Dad on the way home and told them, and they knew everything that I had said. They knew
Yes,
they were preempting
yes.
things I was saying. I was
Yeah,
like, how do you?
I didn't
you guys
know
nothing. How do you know
that
about
Colonel
Elvis?
Tom Parker was as bad as he
Oh,
is.
he's a bad man.
Yeah, he's a bad man.
He's bad.
And who really, capitalised on Elvis's career.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So here's the deal, right?
you get your money's worth when you buy a ticket.
We should have known. It's a Baz Luhrmann film. Mm-hmm. We should have known. But anyway, it was one of those movies that it's happening. You've got to remember, we've been up early in the morning.
Yeah.
So, and the seats recline, so that's a dangerous combination.
Very dangerous.
So it's going on and going on and going on. And I went, I've got to go to the toilet. So I pop off to go to the toilet. And then while I'm in the toilet, I went, I'm just going to Google this and just see what the running time is.
At this stage, it had already been going for 2 hours.
2 hours and 39 minutes. So I have, with
I
gumption, walked back into the cinema, my phone as bright as it can go, and just rammed the screen in Natalie's face. And Natalie's gone.
To which point I started crying.
So then we sat down, and I swear there's never been two people that have prayed for Elvis's death more than we did.
It was like we were living his life in real time. It was extraordinary. And like every song that he ever sang in full.
So
it's
then,
like, oh, come on, Elvis, wrap it up.
And don't get us wrong, it's a great film.
And the guy that plays Elvis will blow your mind. He's
Because when
so
I watched
good.
it, I was like, okay, he's not Elvis. And then
And he
probably
ages
15
naturally.
minutes
It's
in,
amazing.
yeah.
It is actually amazing.
Yeah, he was Elvis. But Elvis had just mentioned he was about to turn 40, and I leaned over to Natalie and went, oh my God, we've got 2 years left. Because he died at 42. And then there was one bit where Elvis was flying off in the plane, and I was pretending I was in a jet. I was on Top Gun going, just trying to shoot.
I mean, we knew he didn't die in a plane crash.
But I thought maybe I can help.
Wishful thinking.
Maybe I can stop this because I would like to go home this year. But it's like Baz Luhrmann. I do love Baz Luhrmann. It's an amazing film. We'll say that again.
Yes.
But we've moved on
2 hours 39.
We don't have time as a society to
That's
do
right.
this. TikTok videos are 15 seconds. That's our attention span. Anyway, great film. Go see it. But just put a week away.
Yeah, that's right. Set aside, pay for enough parking, whatever you need to do.
Whatif.com is all about helping Aussies make the most out of every holiday. And now's the time to unapologetically holiday bigger and better than ever before.
Jump online or on the What If app and book your getaway today.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Time to catch up with old mate, star of stage and screen,
He's amazing.
TV, radio.
Oh.
Now he writes books. He's done everything.
He's amazing.
David Campbell, good morning.
Good morning to you, and thank you for my Regal Platinum Jubilee
Yes.
theme music.
or as my wife calls it, the platty jubes.
The
I know.
platty
Well,
jubes.
she is a Brit, so she gets to call it whatever she wants, doesn't she?
She can call whatever she wants. Yeah.
Is she enjoying it? Is she right up in it?
I just was Googling then because we're just all about Louis on the balcony holding his hand.
How funny
over
is he?
Kids are just the greatest.
Yeah.
They're just the best. I love Louis for just really becoming the world's greatest meme that we needed.
Yes.
David, how are we feeling about Meghan and Harry being there? Do you think that they should be? Are you upset with them? Where are we?
Where are we? They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
I don't care what they do.
Yeah.
I think it's lovely that they're there to celebrate. I think if they're not a part of the ceremony, well, they wanted to leave the royal family and go be, solo artists and leave the band. So, that's cool. I mean, I think that Harry can still go hang out with One Direction if he wants. Do you know what I mean? I think it's all cool.
Okay.
I reckon they would have been damned if they did and damned if they didn't.
Oh, yeah,
so the
straight
press
out.
would have condemned them no matter what. So
They're actually pretty brave going,
Yeah.
to be honest, because, it sounds like the country's pretty angry. At
Yeah.
them, so.
I just want to see pictures of Lilibet with Lilibet, don't you?
Yes,
Come on,
sure,
it's gotta
sure.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
David Campbell, it's about time somebody wrote about what's happening inside of a bunny's mouth. I mean, seriously.
So your latest book is called My Tooth is Loose, and it is about a
Yes.
bunny who's losing his tooth.
It's about two bunnies. So this
Sure.
is about my twins, Billy and Betty.
Of
Yeah.
course.
And it's kind of an exploration of what life was actually like, as we were heading towards school photo time, and kids they start to get a bit more self-aware, and that things are falling out of their heads that they can't control. And one of the bunnies, which is Betty, in real life as well, is obsessed with the fact that she gets money out of it,
Sure.
of the tooth fairy. And the other one is like, no, things are falling out of my head. This is the worst day of my life, and we're having school photo. So it's about the same thing happening and two different reactions to it.
Now, in the book, I've never seen a child's book that has a phrase like this: Billy, let's rip the teeth right out of our heads. Out of our heads right
Can
now.
I also
Is that a
say-
direct quote?
Direct quote.
Yeah, Billy, let's rip the teeth out of our heads right now.
Betty has a future as a dentist, I would suggest.
Hey,
Betty,
what's
it was
the-
like once Betty got into like the fact that I'm going to get money for this, she's
Yeah.
like, she's trying to get every tooth out immediately. She's like, do you have those things, Dad, that I can grab pliers? Is that what they're called? Can I get some of those? She's really deeply into anything to do with cash.
So
My
what-
dad did that to me. He
What?
pulled a tooth out with a pair of pliers.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, I'm from a farm. It was a Friday afternoon. The dentist wasn't going to be available till Monday. The tooth was really annoying me. It wasn't that loose, but there was one coming down behind it. And so Dad just used all his might. Didn't succeed the first time, and he went, "Do you want me to go again?" I can still remember it plain as day.
My God, was that farm somewhere in Siberia?
Yeah.
What?
We call it time on the farm.
He-
It's the dark farm.
He didn't even
It's a
they were just
dark farm.
dirty old pliers off the shed bench as well.
Yeah,
there was no
Oh,
sanitation.
wow.
Yeah.
Back then, parents didn't
Tough
care.
ass.
Parents
Tough
didn't
ass.
care about looking bad or our comfort.
No.
It was just like a tooth needs to be get
Yeah,
out, and
we've got a
the best
problem.
way to
That's
do is
why-
Gonna fix it.
Smack him
In
in the
the
head.
book, there's the string technique. Did you guys do the string technique, which we did?
yeah, I
Like, you
think
try
we
and put it on the
did
door
one.
handle
Yeah.
and slam the door.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then other people, they were getting inventive and tying it to remote control cars
Yeah.
and stuff like that to
Or
make
the
it-
dog, and then you
yeah.
throw the ball.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what's the going rate with the tooth fairy these days on a tooth?
It's a gold coin.
Is it?
Is it
The
still
gold coin
just a
donation.
Gold coin. With inflation, there's been a lot of inflation lately.
She's amazing.
Interest rates have
So
gone up.
Tooth Fairy is apolitical, guys. Now I know that apparently Josh Frydenberg said before he lost his seat, Korean. He apparently said that the Tooth Fairy gave $20. Now I don't know what's happening in Korea.
Cost
but
him the
in most other
election.
regular household, it's $2.
No, if I was a kid these days, I'd be
Yeah.
expecting something that folds.
You've got TV money.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, wow. We need to speak to your kids. Can you pop them on?
Oh, they're at school. What a shame.
I don't think they know how much money Daddy has.
I think what they want is they want Apple cards, they want gift cards. Let's go. Where's my
Yeah.
Wi-Fi card?
Yeah,
How funny if the Tooth Fairy started leaving Apple cards.
Yeah, Tooth Fairy leaves an iPad Pro Max
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I mean, are you kidding me?
Oh,
Hey, what else
I
has
reckon that would
been?
happen in the Kardashian household. I would say
Yeah.
that West or Northwest, they are getting like a Maserati for each tooth.
Yeah, sure. That seems fair.
What else is happening in your life, Mister? We
haven't caught up for ages.
I've seen you for so
Oh my
long.
God, in my life? Look,
Yeah.
I had COVID a couple of weeks ago, so yay.
You know what? Can I just say, I was at Coles the other day, and two of the ladies there that I know, that work there, they walked up and I said, "Oh, hi guys, how are you? Haven't seen you for a bit." And she goes, "Yeah, I just got back from COVID." People speak about it like it's a resort they've been to.
Yeah.
And I went, "Oh, really?" And she goes, "Yeah, and I booked 7 days in. It was great." And
I lost a bit of weight and I got a lot of sleep. You know, it was really fabulous.
Come back so refreshed.
Hey, David, one of the guys that we work here with, Zach, he because we always want to know. A lot of people have been saying they get COVID and they don't really have any symptoms. Zach couldn't swallow his own saliva and he had to sleep with a drool towel because he just had to lie there and just let the saliva roll out of his mouth all night. How are you?
Oh my God! When you said he didn't swallow his own saliva, I'm like, whose saliva is he swallowing? That's the good COVID. No, I just was really fatigued, but I didn't. My wife and a lot of friends I knew was like, "Oh, you get it for 3 days and then you're great." I was like full 7 days, man. I had man COVID, like man flu.
Oh.
I had like proper like feeling sorry for myself, fatigue. And I had like a cough and stuff, but that was the main stuff. Just like really tired, really achy, like sweats and chills. I'm such a catch.
Oh, you're amazing.
Your wife's a lucky woman, isn't she?
She's so lucky. She was lying in bed with me, and I was like sweating out the sheets in the middle of the night. I'm like, oh my God, get me a towel. Come on.
I mean, you're lucky because our producer Amy, she sent her husband to the spare room when he had COVID.
And then she realised how amazing
my family all
it
had
is.
COVID.
Yeah.
My family were all pre-COVID, so I was like, you guys got to put up with me because you're immune now. So look after the old man.
Oh, we've not had it yet.
No. Oh,
you're
everybody in our team except for Harry who presses the buttons, he got it, but nobody else has had it.
So I don't wish it on you. I really don't. And I avoided it for 3 years. Tom Hanks' wife tried to give it to me at the beginning, and I was like, no. And then 3 years later, I had avoided it, and I finally got it, and I was like, this will be fine. This is like a light version now. And it was like being absolutely mauled by a couple of dogs.
Wow. All right.
Hey, maybe there's a children's book in this.
Yeah. The COVID bunny comes.
What are you
The COVID bunny.
You don't get any money for COVID.
I tell you what, the Easter bunny's a lot more funny than the COVID bunny.
Yeah, totally.
Everybody, David Campbell, my tooth is loose. You got to get it.
Yeah, you definitely
Oh my God,
do.
I just illustrated, I thought it said by Dolly Parton, but it's not, it's by Darren
I
Parton.
know, Darren. I see it every time because I've got bad eyes now. I'm like, oh.
Oh my God,
I mean,
Dolly Parton's
she's
drawn
a
the
very
pictures.
talented woman, so nothing would
Say
surprise
that.
us.
It'll get in the Daily Mail. It'll be law by the end of the day.
Thanks for talking to us, Dave. It's always a pleasure.
Happy Buddy Jubes. Bye.
Cheers, bye.
The Nathan Nat and Shaun podcast.
Okay, this was so sad for a guy named Grant. Imagine working an entire night shift, right?
Yep.
He's been at IGA, so I'm guessing maybe packing shelves or whatever. I'm not too sure.
Oh, that's a 24-hour
Is it 24?
IGS.
Well, he could have been at the 24-hour. Anyway, worked all night, and then he finished his shift, and he's got a $4,000 electric bike.
Nice.
An e-bike. And he's just stopped off at a park in Mount Hawthorn, and he's sitting at a park bench, just going through his phone, relaxing,
Just chilling out after a hard night's work.
chilling out. And then he heard a noise, a cracking sound. He's like, "What's that?"
What's that? So he
And,
looked up.
It was a tree coming for him.
So a tree just shed its massive branch.
No, it's a tree. He dodged the tree, but a branch struck him and crushed his $4,000 bike. Yeah, crushed, and then also got him in the back of the head so badly.
Massive
It
gash.
looks like an axe has cut him in the back. He needed 9 stitches in the back of his head, and it was pretty full on. And he was like sort of questioning everything and sort of
Questioning life.
like you know what I mean, like and he had this to say.
Yeah, lucky I chose the only bench of all the ones around here that a tree fell on.
Oh, mate. I feel your pain. That sucks.
That's like a why
like you're
me?
being-
Why me? Why this bench?
It's
all
very-
the benches, all the trees.
Final destination, isn't it?
It is.
Like
Why
you'd just be thinking,
him?
is there somebody coming for me? Like, does fate want me dead?
Listen to him again. He just
know.
doesn't understand.
Yeah, lucky I chose the only bench of all the ones around here that a tree fell on.
Why me indeed?
He's hoping to get compensation from the local council for his ruined bike, which I think should definitely happen.
Oh, it should be, but I don't know if it will.
I know, but you know what? Why him?
Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
Talking about why me?
It's a great question.
This poor bloke was sitting in a park after a night shift, minding his business, scrolling on his phone with his $4,000 bike next to him. A tree fell on his bike, crushed that, split his head open. He wasn't happy.
Yeah, lucky I chose the only bench of all the ones around here that a tree fell on.
I remember when I got my car.
Unlucky.
Right, and remember, Nat, I got it. I just drove it off the lot. I was very excited. I get onto the freeway, and what pulls in front of me? A tar truck. And this tar truck was just dripping flicking, and I couldn't get out of the laneway or go slower. So my car was just getting tar splattered all over it.
And then a feather truck came past. It was terrible.
I was like, no, why me?
That's what we're talking about. Have you been in a situation where you look around and you go, this isn't impacting anybody else. This is just about me. And why should I be the one to suffer? Grace, hello.
Good morning, guys. How are you both?
Gracie, we're great.
What happened?
Well, 9 weeks ago at 11:30 on a Saturday evening, I had walked inside my house minding my own business, and a vehicle drove into my driveway, smashed into my garage, damaging my 1-year-old brand new car that had no damage to it at all.
No,
Grace.
And then it hit with the impact. The garage door smashed the front end of my car because it was reverse parked, smashing all the sensors on the bumper.
Yes.
I run outside and the tosser drives off.
Oh, he drove
No!
So he slammed
drove
into
away.
your car and drove away.
He slammed into my garage door that smashed into my car and then drove away as he sees me running outside. I get the CCT footage and it shows them indicating pulling into my driveway, actually stopping, so they must have thought they were in reverse, but then they've just floored it straight into my garage.
Gracie,
because I can't get the license plate, I'm out $800 for the extra 6 months.
No, so the police couldn't find them, couldn't track them down. Nothing.
No, they weren't very helpful, to be honest. I had to go up and down the streets to get the CCT footage.
Yes. But nobody got their number plate.
Correct. Took me 8 weeks to save up the $800 as a single parent to fix my car.
Oh, Grace.
So, Grace, that was $800 the excess on the
Correct.
for the car
and the damage to my car was $4,500.
Yeah, and the garage door too, I imagine, was damaged.
Well, I live in a rental property, so the poor owner had to pay for the garage.
So at least that was
fixed.
insured, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why me? Yeah, you're right. Of all the houses they could have pulled
Why
into.
couldn't they have done that to the neighbours?
Yeah, that's exactly. Thanks, Grace. Daria, hello.
Hello, good morning. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Daria.
Oh, Daria. Let's hear
I've had
it.
a bit of a rough, well, they say things come in threes. I've had a bit of a rough trot.
Okay.
So late last year, I was in a car crash and I got hit. My car got written off. Unbeknownst to me, my doctor said I had soft tissue damage. I kept working.
Yes.
I had a fractured hip. Kept working for 4 weeks. It gets better. Kept working for 4 weeks on a fracture. Had surgery, got my insurance, got my brand new car. I'm driving down William Street. They're doing this huge construction at Elizabeth Quay, multi-storey apartment.
Yes, yeah.
I'm stopped at a stoplight. What the heck is that on my car? Concrete slurry from 16 floors up.
I mean, bonus points for using the word slurry. Thank you.
Slurry, yeah. It gets better. So then the company, long story short, they were very good. Global company with the concrete. Apparently all it takes is one puff of wind when they're pouring concrete, and it happened to be when I was parked at the stoplight at the bottom of William
So,
Street.
and do they compensate you for that, or they're just like, that's bad luck?
They did. I was like, I think I'm stuck with this. Anyhow, went and saw them, blah, blah, blah. They thought they'd take the concrete off themselves in their yard at Kelmscott.
with a bit of sandpaper?
Well, we've got a solution, blah, blah, blah. And I must say, I took a couple of, Photoshops because I was like, this just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
So they tried to take the concrete slurry off, scratched the bejesus out my car. They ended up having to pay to get my brand new car, the whole roof and the bonnet
repainted.
Resprayed, 3 weeks in the panel beater, hire car. But wait for it.
Yeah.
So I'm back at work after my hip surgery. I have metal in my hip.
Yes.
Back at work 2 weeks. I trip, I fall, and I break a bone in my bottom of my thumb. So
Did you break your scaphoid?
Up to my elbow.
Was it your scaphoid?
I turned. I'm a support worker, so I work with people, and sometimes they have anxiety and stuff.
Yes.
I'm like, I've got to get the ticket for the free half an hour, because we're going to get booked,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Wait there. I'll just turn and put the ticket in my, in my car.
Yeah.
2 seconds.
And that's it.
Turn, collapsed my foot on one of those things that stop your car rolling too far forward in the bay.
Yes.
And went down like a sack of potatoes and fractured a bone in my wrist.
You are a bit of a liability, Daria.
Mate.
That's what I'm learning from this.
So that's things that happen in threes. You've had
yes,
your three.
that's about 7, I think I counted.
Yeah, jeez.
Thanks, Daria.
So-
Please be careful.
We are talking about why you.
Yes.
What happened to you? It was like, out of everything, why did the world do this and do it to me?
Chris
why was
is
I
in
standing here?
Belia. Hello, Chris.
G'day, guys. How you going?
Hey,
Oh,
Chris.
We're hearing some sad stories of why me. What happened?
I was in Kalgoorlie. I used to be a house transporter up there.
Yeah.
And this was about 15 years ago. And Nathan, you're from there. I don't know if you remember the old dingback flats.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we're moving them to Coolgardie.
Yeah.
And we're taking them in one piece. And the little back veranda that was sticking out, we were like disassembling that, obviously, for transport. It was a little bit too wide.
Yeah.
And my boss rocked up with a brand new mobile for me. And I thought, oh, yeah, this is beauty. I've got to be careful. I can't put it in my pocket. I can't, you know. So we already stripped the old plaster off the wall, and I set it on one of the noggins, which go in between the studs.
Yes.
Yes.
And my brother was pulling the rafter off the top of where the veranda was, and stole a jar rafter, mind you, straight down, bang, straight on the phone. I didn't even have the phone 5 minutes. Didn't even have time to make a call on it.
Here's your brand new phone. Oh, don't worry about it.
Brand spanking new phone.
Chris.
How long ago is this, Chris?
15 years ago,
15
yeah.
Oh,
years.
it'd be 15 years ago, yeah.
Back then, 15 years ago, think about how great
I know.
a phone, like,
I
phones
know.
were like, only out for 5 years, really,
Yeah.
or something like that.
And it was one of those Motorola flip phones.
Yeah. Oh,
They were like the ducks.
yeah, they
back in
were.
the day.
The Razor, the Motorola Razor. They were a ripper.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I love it. So, I didn't have a phone for a couple of days, but ended up getting another one. But
Yeah,
I still had to put
but
up with the
still.
old Nokia.
All right, mate. Well, look,
Yeah.
I think that I've heard some
Some tragic tales.
tragic tales. Wait there. Do we have another one, Ruby? Do we have another one?
We do. We've got
We've
Carolyn
got another one.
from Girls North.
Oh, late entry.
Hi, Carolyn.
Hi, Carolyn.
Hi, guys. How
Hi.
are you?
Good.
All right. So we are hearing tales that evoke the response, why me? Why did this happen to me? What have you got for us?
I was having a lovely lunch at Costa and coming home doing 80 clicks, and this roo shot out from the side of me. It was so close, I didn't even have time to react straight, and I just missed it, and I thought, how lucky.
Yeah.
But then a car coming the other way hit it and threw it into my car, and one of its bones went through my tyre, but anyway, throwed out the whole side of it. Yeah, the car's still in the panel beaters.
Carolyn.
So you missed the roo, but
somebody else hit it
and then they
bounced
threw it
into
back
you.
into your car.
Well, technically, I didn't miss it because it was so close. I didn't even brake, so it just missed me.
It missed
But
you.
It just missed you. And then it was like, no, that roo was destined to go into
And
your car.
how
that
long ago was
poor
that, did you
roo.
say, Carolyn?
Must have happened about 4 weeks ago. 'cause
And your
I had to, yeah, well, I couldn't get it into the panel beaters
Yeah.
until this week, so it's still in the panel beaters, yeah.
Mate,
That sucks.
mate.
It was
Okay.
pretty sucky.
I know, that is a why me kind of situation, isn't it?
Carolyn, I've assessed situation. That sucks.
You're listening to Nathan, Nat and Shaun.
No Sean today, of course, but don't worry, we can
needs
talk
him?
football. We have at Griffin Logue and Griff from the outset. I need to say I was wrong. Last week when we spoke to you, I said you guys could win, but you wouldn't against Melbourne. And you just bloody went and proved me wrong, didn't you?
Well, keep doubting us, Nat. Just keep doubting us. That's all right.
Yeah, that's it. They draw power from
This
it.
week you can definitely win.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're just jinxing us.
Hey, Griffin, you've filled in for Shaun before, so I think it's only fair that you fill in for Shaun now. Do you have any questions you'd like to ask yourself about the game?
Oh, yeah, good. No.
No.
I've got nothing.
Oh, mate.
It's put me. He absolutely rolled me there.
Wow, he's not good. Shaun's actually good at his job.
Oh, it turns out. What do you know?
Jeez.
All right.
It's different.
Everybody's talking about how good you are at the moment, actually, Griff.
I know.
There's a lot of chatter about you.
You made Hayes' list on the news the other day and said, why don't we play Griffin Logue more?
Up forward. You had a bit of a stint up forward.
Yeah, a little bit of a stint up forward. It's a little bit of an experiment. I think I'll probably stay there this week as well, just to get a bit of run. I think I just want to see if I can kick a snag, but probably might have to be there a few weeks before I kick one of them. So, it was pretty fun though. It's a lot better up there, I reckon.
Yeah, it's been more glory as well. It's like playing goal attack in netball.
Who's got the least glory on the field?
Oh,
what position?
Yeah,
normally Griff.
what I was. The fullback.
Normally you.
Yeah, I reckon there's a difference. You stuff up on the field as a forward. Oh, big deal. The ball goes up the other end.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Stuff up on the field as a fullback, and your opponents get one, and you look at watching it over your head go through the goals.
You're conceding,
Yeah. Hey, Griff, if you're playing, sometimes when you're playing an entire game, sometimes do you just go, oh, God, I wish they'd take me off for 10 minutes?
Oh, they do. You get rested, don't you?
Does that ever happen if you're do you ever get oh, God?
Well, that was one of the, I reckon there's a few games actually I've played in the last couple of years that I haven't come off, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
I was pretty tired. I was pretty tired. I was looking to the bench for a little bit of help, but sometimes they just say, one foot after the other, champ, and keep going.
There seems to be a bit of a pattern of you get to come off if you kick a goal. Was that the problem?
Oh, geez, if that's the case, I reckon I'll everybody come off.
Yeah.
So is there a sign when you look at the bench, as in I'd like to come off, or do you just look at them with pity in your eyes?
Have you ever called the runner and say, hey, can you ask if I can come off, please?
I think it's just the puppy dog eyes as much as you can from afar.
Just slow down a bit.
Sean Darcy's mastered them.
Have you ever pretended to cramp so you can come off?
Nah, not quite.
I've pretended to cramp so I could leave the show. It doesn't work.
That's probably what Sean's done today.
Yeah,
he's got cramps. Hey, Griff, what's happening with your podcast?
We actually just started it back up.
Yeah,
really.
So we're back in action, rocking and rolling.
So give it a plug. What's the name of it again, in case everyone's forgotten?
Old Bull, Young Buck.
So it's you and David Mundy?
Yeah, featuring the Old Bull, David Mundy, and the Young Buck, Griffin Logue. Just talking about absolute garlic naan, so not too much going on, but a little bit of footy talk and not too much.
Some life wisdom.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Not too much wisdom getting around at the table, actually. Dave's just, with his old age, he's losing the plot a bit, but
sure.
I'm just there to just stoke the fire a bit and get under people's skin.
What's it called again? Old
Bull, Young Buck.
It's just begging to be a man-on-man adult film name, isn't it?
That's the avenue we're going for.
Harry's just Googling to see if it already is.
Harry, is it? Is it Harry? Starring Griffin Logue. Remember, he's left-handed.
Oh, Griff. Have you been practicing your goal kicking a lot this week? More than usual?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, a little bit. We're practicing a little bit, but certainly need to touch up on a few things anyway. So
yeah.
You must be feeling a bit invincible after taking out Melbourne at the G. So I'm sure you're going to be great against the Lions this Sunday.
Oh no, we all need a bit of humble pie just to make sure we ground ourselves. So definitely. It's obviously big scouts to take against Melbourne, but the Brisbane they're one of the best teams in the comp, so it'll be a good game to watch anyway. A good Sunday arvo. Hopefully the weather's good.
To finish up,
should be all right.
You brought up pie. What's your favourite pie, Griffin?
Pie?
Yeah.
Humble pie.
Yeah, what's your favourite pie?
Probably savoury on chili beef pie from the Big Loaf Bakery. That's one of the best pies going around.
Really?
Where's Big Loaf Bakery?
In O'Connor, just off Carrington Street.
Yeah, nice.
One of the honestly all-timers, chili beef pie.
Write it down.
All right, everyone, get in there.
Griffin Logue has spoken.
Get a pie
Good luck for Sunday, Griff. Kick a couple of goals, eh?
I will do, guys. Thank you very much.
Good man.
How was that for a sports segment? Was that all right?
Yeah, you nailed it.
Okay, we got to do Gov after 8.
We're just going to ask him the same questions. What's your favourite pie?
I am going to ask him about the pie thing because that worked out really well.
His favourite pie.
Yeah.
His favourite pie.
Yeah. I'll see what porno he's starring in.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Griffin Logue, for the very adult doctors.
Nathan Nat and Shaun in podcast form.
Really belting my Stan account at the moment. Harry popped on Notting Hill this morning, and we're having a wonderful time. And
in spite of Shaun not being here, we're struggling on.
Yeah. And we just recently enjoyed the scene where Hugh Grant is going in to see Julia Roberts under the guise that he is a reporter from Horse and Hound. And there's an interview scene which just, you know what, reminds us of our absent friend Shaun.
It's when he's sort of, he's talked to Julia Roberts, but then he has to, unbeknownst to him, is forced to interview all the other members of the cast.
Yes, and it's for a sci-fi film called Helix, in which she is the star of. And this just reminds us of sometimes Shaun doesn't do the prep or watch the thing that we have to have him watch. And this is basically
quite
the
reminiscent.
Result.
Yes.
Did you enjoy making the film?
Yes, I did.
Good. Any bit in particular?
You tell me what bit you enjoyed the most, and I'll tell you if I enjoyed making that bit.
I liked the bit in space very much. Did you identify with the character you're playing?
¿Te identificas con el personaje que interpretas?
No.
No.
Oh. Why not?
¿Y por qué no?
Porque es un robot carnívoro psicópata.
Because he's playing a psychopathic, flesh-eating robot.
The only difference is that Shaun definitely would have asked a question about the costumes.
Oh, so one of my favourite all-time things is whenever, and he's done it a few times, he's stumbled a few times on the same thing. When we've interviewed the people from Gogglebox, Shaun always says, did you record these ages ago?
Yeah.
And it's the premise of Gogglebox is what they watched on TV just last week.
Have you got them all in the can?
You've got them all in the can.
Like, no.
This is a podcast of Nathan Nat and Shaun.
Time to catch up with our West Coast Eagle, fresh off a 101-point loss.
That's all right.
I know, that's fine.
It wasn't 102, so...
It could have been worse, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Jeremy McGovern, good morning.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for that beautiful
No,
entry.
it wouldn't have been that bad, except that you got injured, and as the stalwart of the back line, they couldn't, stem the flow after you were off. That's what happened, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'd love it. I'd love to say that. But I don't think it would have mattered if I was out there or not. It was, the second half of footy wasn't too pretty to watch. Obviously for obvious reasons, they absolutely pantsed us in that second half. But, we're on to a new week now, and I'm over in Adelaide actually as we speak. So
you are going to play, even because you hurt your back in the game. That's why you had to go off.
Well, I'm pushing. I'm trying. Yeah, I've got to get through training today.
Yeah.
And if I get through, I'll be playing. So fingers crossed.
I didn't see it, so I'm not disappointed
so it didn't happen.
at all. So I don't know what you're talking about. But your little sore back, what happened? Did you fall on it? Someone knee you? What's going on?
Yeah, a bit of everything. I obviously tweaked it throughout the game and had a big back spasm, so I couldn't really bend over after half time, which is pretty important in football, unfortunately.
Gov, you hit a certain age where injuries can just happen. I got out of bed one night in a haste because my Apple Watch update was done and I wanted to check it out. And that was just before the Ed Sheeran concert, and I ruined my knee. Have you hit that age now? Is this what's happening?
I'm starting to think that, but I'm trying not to tell myself that.
At least he was playing football.
Yeah, at least I was doing something strenuous, yeah.
Hey, I backed you in before. Do you want me to go back to that loss?
No, we'll leave it at that.
We've been asking hard-hitting football questions this morning. Earlier, we spoke to Griffin Logue and asked him the all-important question, what's his favourite pie?
What did you say as well?
My favourite pie.
This was a chili beef pie from Big Loaf and O'Connor.
Big Loaf and
O'Connor. So
O'Connor.
that's the sort of specificity we're looking for.
Yeah. We already know your favourite clubs.
I'm going Pepper Steak from Bannister on the way down to Albany.
I don't know anything about Bannister. Tell me everything, Gov.
Yes, not
Oh,
North
it's a
Bannister.
secret little
Bannister.
hidden
It's a ripper, isn't
gem.
it?
Yeah, it's a hidden gem there.
So it looks like a
It was
roadhouse.
hidden inside the set. Yeah, it's just a little roadhouse.
You think people
But
just
they
stop
are,
there for petrol, and there's a couple of alpacas in a paddock off to the side, and then you go in
Yeah.
there, and it's an amazing bakery.
Wow, it'll be sad when there's alpaca pies on the menu, won't they? Won't go around the corner to pat them, obviously.
It's a good spot, isn't it, Bannister?
So how have you? So have you sussed out their sausage roll situation, Gov, or what? What's happening?
I don't normally muck around with the sausage roll too much. No, I'm just straight into the pies. Yeah. No, not really. I'd rather hit a pie than a sausage roll.
Oh, I'd rather hit a sausage roll than a pie.
Interesting.
Oh, there you go.
I'm more sausage roll. Even a pasty, the 2J Bakery pasty, I'll take that over a pie as well.
Actually, you know what?
Oh, there you go.
There's these amazing pasties, and they're sold cold, and you can get them from Farmer Jack's, and they're like $3.50 or whatever, and they're amazing too. You just pop them in the oven. What?
There's only one thing that tops everything, and it's a square pie.
A square pie.
The old school ones
square
used to
pie.
go to the
You
canteen.
Just love a corner, do you? What's
Square
going on there?
pies beat round pies every day.
Okay, can I tell you, there was a kid at primary school called Doug, right? And he loved to eat everyone else's food. So during lunch, he would try and put people
Was
off
Doug
their...
a Labrador?
Yeah, Doug would try and put you off your lunch so he could have it.
Ah, yes.
And then he used to make all the girls sick because he would rip the top off his square pie and suck the meat through a straw like a drink.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That's taking it too far. Has that put you off square pies? Just like that?
Yeah, no, look, let's go. I love round pies now. I hate square pies.
Why is a square pie, in your mind, superior to a round pie?
It's so much easier to eat. It just feels
It's
easier
not
in the
slipping
hand.
out of your hands.
Okay, so what?
Yeah.
Because you can pick a corner where you can start from.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, exactly. There's no mucking around. You know
Okay.
exactly where you can sort of start
Confounded
from.
by a round pie. Where do you start?
Do you start from a corner and then eat outwards, make it a triangle, and then eat back inwards?
Yeah. I'm starting from a corner and eating in, and then Yeah, then I'll just be. I'll pretty much. I'll be doing a left to right motion. One on the left, one on the right, one on the left.
Sure.
Slowly
Just
working
working
my way
your
down.
way. Do you put the sauce on top, or are you one of those weirdos that injects the
Never.
sauce into the underneath the
No,
cover of the pie?
on top.
On top.
for sure.
And spread from corner to corner to corner to corner?
Yeah. I'm not missing. Not one bit of pastry is getting missed with
People
that.
that inject the sauce into
I know,
the
you
pie,
see
I
it.
just think it's disgusting because you don't know. How can you control where the spurts are going? Sorry for saying spurts. But-
Never say spurts again, please. Gav, I'm sorry you had to hear that.
Sorry. So wait there, this might be a stupid question. Are you playing football this week?
Yeah.
He doesn't know yet.
No. The Eagles are playing.
The Eagles are playing.
When are they doing that?
They're playing Adelaide tomorrow lunchtime.
Tomorrow, and then do you get the rest of the long weekend off, Gov? Or what's the deal?
Yeah, we're getting Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off. So,
Are you rolling into your bye? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, pretty much. We get back and then straight into our bye for a couple of days and
nice.
What are you
put the feet up.
You going to get away? What are you going to do?
Oh, I don't know. So I'm not doing too much. I've actually got to move house. So
still, you've been dragging that out for a while.
Exactly what. Yeah, I know. It's exactly what I've been wanting to do.
Finally get some time off.
Forward to doing. Yeah, get some time off
You have
to
to
move
move
house.
house.
Have you ordered a skip bin?
Not yet. No.
Okay, because
Have you ordered your moving truck?
before you put anything in that
Yeah,
skip bin, we want it for Govtree.
Yeah.
Remember that?
No, I've got a big pile of stuff for Govtree sitting there ready to go.
Oh, everyone, Gumtree's coming. It's Gov's version of Gumtree.
Does Josh Kennedy still have that removalist business?
Yeah, I don't know if he does, but if he did, I still wouldn't use it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He does drop things a lot, doesn't he?
You know what? What?
I was just thinking something actually funny's happened this trip when we've just come over here.
What?
And an old stalwart of your guys has joined us again in Chris Maston.
So he's in Adelaide as well.
Dirty Maston.
He's in Adelaide, and he's doing the running for us.
He's your runner. Masto is going to be the runner.
He's our runner.
Well, he can run. We know that.
He can, yeah. We know he can. And he can talk.
Yes.
So he's come over as our runner.
Oh, he's going to be an absolute pest, isn't he?
I love him. He's so great.
Yeah.
And also,
He's a good man.
don't you love his little outfits that he wears?
Oh, yeah. I'm about to have coffee with him now, and I'm just wondering in my head, I wonder what outrageous outfit.
Coffee cheaters
You know what it'll be? It'll be round John Lennon glasses, a little corduroy bolero black jacket, a puffy pirate shirt, and some black pants. That's what it'll be.
And Crocs.
And it will look amazing.
I'm going to have to get him to put a post up on Coffee Cheaters.
Yes, that'd be great. Do that. I mean, he hasn't posted since we got him to 10,000, so it's about time. Gov, well, good luck against Adelaide. Hope you get up and are able to play, that the back comes good. We'll catch up with you next week.
All right, guys. Thank you. Thanks for asking the question.
No worries. Well, without today, we wouldn't know the eat pies from corners, would we?
Yes,
so,
and also...
Have you ever said that before? No, exclusive.
I endorse your endorsement of the Bannister Roadhouse. It is a ripper. Thanks, Gov.
Bye, mate.
Nathan Nat and Shaun podcast.
This time every Friday, except for last Friday when there was a COVID-induced hiatus.
Yep.
We let Harry, who presses the buttons for us, debrief the week. It's the highlights, the lowlights.
He demanded this segment, or else he was going to leave.
As if he's got nowhere else to go.
No prospects. That was a lie.
Sorry, I couldn't do last week, guys. No one could cover for me in my absence.
You know what it's called? It's called extra work, and we don't do that.
What we had was Dave McClung pressing the buttons, our boss, and he's way too busy and important
Hey,
to do
he
it.
couldn't do it. He's not funny enough. I don't think.
Yeah, that's true.
Guys,
no sense of humour.
Morning to our good friend Shawnee Mack, who couldn't make it here today.
He's still alive, everybody. It's okay.
It's pretty easy to, make fun of someone when they're not here. So that's pretty much what I've done.
Oh, okay. So a bit of a sledge fest.
It is. In fact, you know what? Physically, he's not here. Yeah. But mentally, I don't think he was here in the start of the week. No, he's not. Let's have a listen. Here we go.
Nathan Nat and Shaun's Weekly Debrief.
This week, Nathan, Nat and Shaun were consumed by one very important thing.
So I was going to do it over the weekend.
Leave the house?
No, Natalie, it does involve leaving the house.
Oh, okay, right.
It does involve leaving the house and going into another room with a giant screen.
Yeah, going to a room with a giant screen to watch the new Top Gun movie. However, was all the hype warranted?
It can't be that good. It cannot be. Steve's in Kingsley. Steve, hello.
Oh, mate, you got to go and see it. 12 out of 10.
12 out of 10! Yeah, but can we trust Steve as a movie critic?
What's another amazing movie that you've seen? Just so we can...
All the Adam Sandler movies.
I've lost your credibility with it, Steve.
No, he hasn't. Sandler's Jack and Jill was a modern-day classic.
I can't stand you being here.
No, but seriously, I love you, Adam Sandler. Surprisingly, this week, there was actually a small amount of room to talk about entrepreneurship.
A US woman, she's now making $7,000 a day for selling bottles of her boob sweat.
I don't know what men prefer. I'm going to look at you, Shaun.
Yes.
Like, would butt crack sweat do it for you as well?
Yeah.
No!
Because you've got to kind of sit on the pile.
From what I can tell, and I haven't had much experience, the boobs are the clean part.
Oh, gross! Who would buy that?
Yep, delivery for S. McManus.
Yeah, just as fun. Thanks, mate. Shaun must have been thinking a lot about boob sweat this week because he wasn't always 100% focused on what was going on.
It's 9:07, Nathan Nat and Shaun.
Shaun, do you want to get over here, or...?
What are you doing? Just relaxing on the windowsill.
I actually was. We're talking amongst friends.
But at least he never stopped supporting his colleagues' great work.
Shaun, what did you say to us
half an hour ago?
I couldn't remember Ellie being in here. I did tell her that.
He looked at me and said, have we done the traffic?
Did Ellie come in and do the traffic?
Yeah, we've done the traffic.
Yeah.
It's so weird because usually, Shaun, you forget your own job, but now you're forgetting mine.
Shaun clearly checked out on Wednesday, so he decided to take the rest of the week off to sniff boob sweat. I mean, he was sick, definitely sick.
Yep, got a pallet here for a Shane McManus.
Yeah, no dramas, just leave it there. Cheers, mate.
Hey, Ellie, Shaun's not in today. Does that make your job easier or harder?
A bit of both. Bit of column A, bit of column B.
Really? A bit of column B?
Well, he does write his own sport. So
yeah, but in crayon.
Yeah, does he?
That was another week with Nathan, Nat and Shaun. Hang on. It's been over a minute since I mentioned how good the new Top Gun was. Let's get back on task, Maverick. I was lucky enough to feel the need for speed on Wednesday while on a date. But here's a tip for you. Be careful when sharing the details of an early relationship with Nathan.
Harry was going on a date with the lovely Gem, I'm going to say her name.
No, look out.
Creeping towards being an official couple just quietly.
Watch out.
I don't know. They haven't had the conversation yet, but I think they are.
Thanks for doing it here, Nathan.
I think it's best that we just get it all out and open in front of her.
Thanks to Nat, though, who reminded me that I have a small amount of power around here. I should just stop talking.
You know you're in charge of the microphones, Harry. You know that, right?
And she's my girlfriend. I've heard it 100 times.
Okay, guys, I'm ready to officially reveal my relationship status. I, Harry Fitzgerald, love
Top Gun.
Top Gun.
And
Gem.
Hey, hello.
Gem.
You brought it up again,
Tell you
Harry.
right now, he's had a bit of a pep in his
It's out
step
there.
ever since she come on. Loving her. You're loving her. You're loving her
That's
sick,
the
you told
debrief.
me. You told me you're loving her
That's the
sick.
debrief.
You said you can't stop thinking about her.
Harry,
I hope she's going to be your girlfriend.
How'd you go at Linny's yesterday? Did you find the right one?
Ross, please.
It's not too soon. It's not creepy to ask now.
He's a
Rosendorf
If you feel
guy.
it, you feel it. Look at Notting Hill.
When you know, you know.
The Nathan Nat and Shaun podcast.
Time to get in the garden. The Gardening Australia Winter Special will air tonight at 7:30 on ABC TV. You can check it out on iView as well. And they've been nominated for Most Popular Series in the Logies. So if you want to vote for them, go ahead. Costa Georgiadis, welcome back.
Oh, I believe it's just the two ends today.
It
Yes,
is.
that- it is, yes,
It is.
yes.
Who needs an S, hey?
I feel an emptiness.
I do.
I feel a space between
I know,
us.
we're trying to stay strong.
It's like
Yeah.
like a sandwich with no meat in it. Just two pieces of bread floating in the wind.
Two pieces of
The
very
Devon-
white bread.
The Devon is missing. It's just tomato
The
sauce.
Devon. You know,
Oh,
where
you're in WA now.
It's called Plony, mate.
Yeah, come on,
Oh.
settle down.
It's called Plony.
Really?
Yes.
Baloney,
There are
baloney.
differences between us that can never be, reconciled.
You've heard Polony before, haven't you? Polony?
I've heard it long time ago,
Yeah.
but not recently. Not that I'm going into a shop to buy polony. It's kind of like I've got that childhood memory burnt in my in my psyche of a kid in class eating Devon and then sort of breathing on you.
Oh, Costa, when I was growing up...
It's a childhood.
You can't unsmell that.
We realised when Dad was having a good week, pay-wise, because normally just the normal thing will be eating Polony off the knob. That looks
We've
like
got to
that.
peel the plastic off it.
Yeah, and then you just cut thick slices. But if Dad was having a good week, we'd be able to afford delicatessen Polony, which was thinly sliced. And that's when we knew we were
a
rolling
sign
in
of
the
wealth.
money.
Oh, move over. Like, the
Costa.
family.
Oh, and then
is here.
Costa. Then we'd get like a mashed potato, right? This would be a meal. We'd get mashed potato and we'd put it in the delicatessen Polony, and then a bit of tomato sauce, and we'd roll them up like cigars.
Listen, where are these TV cooking shows? They're not even going near polony.
I know.
That's a hoax.
It wasn't even
I
real
wanna
mashed
see
potato, was it? It
was that Deb mashed potato, the powdered stuff. Because we wanted to make sure that the dinner had no nutrition whatsoever.
How you
It
didn't
was
dive
all
scary.
filler.
Hey, Costa, with a name like Georgiadis, I'm guessing you had some pretty creative school lunches and stuff when you were a kid.
Let's say that the aromas weren't coming from polony. It was coming from like pastizzo and dolmades.
dolmades,
and,
yeah.
The Greek lemon marinade that Dad used to put with lots of garlic. So
Yeah.
that would be on. There might be some leftover chook in a sandwich with the marinade. So there was no shortage of quality aromas coming out.
It sounds
of my
delicious.
lunch.
So it does now, but the kids that were next to you eating Vegemite and honey sandwiches, what were they thinking of your lunch?
Well, at first there was probably a lot of shtick, like, oh, it smells, because it smelled different. But
Yes.
then once, if any of them tried it, then they'd be queuing up.
Who's laughing now? Yeah.
Yeah, so it was an experience of kind of slow assimilation.
Yes.
Costa,
you drag them into your world, yeah.
Costa,
bit by bit.
Let's get on to some gardening stuff.
Big gardening questions.
There's a possible casualty in my home. I don't know. It's touch and go right now. I've sent you a picture. I have a dragon tail plant that I was given...
Oh, yeah, ages ago.
Ages ago by
maybe 2 years ago.
Matt Preston's agent. No, it's longer than that. I think it's like 3 years ago I got given this plant, and it's been surviving and thriving. We've spoken about it because I was asking how I can, because it gets really long and I've been weaving it in and out of each other. So it's been with me for a while now, and now suddenly the leaves, see that? Now they're starting to go brown and and I haven't done anything different, but now, and I don't know, from your diagnosis... Is that too much watering, not enough watering? It's got the right sunlight?
Yeah, I'd say what's happened, if you haven't done anything to it, like since the day you got it a couple of years ago, it's grown a lot. So it's filled out the pot, it's very full.
It's got too big for its britches.
Pants are too small.
Yeah, so then any watering that you do is probably just going straight through.
Okay.
And so it's getting... really wet and then really dry.
Off to the pot shop, Nathan.
Oh, I don't want to repot it. That's a lot of work.
No.
Just throw it in the bin then.
It is.
Just a little bit. Just go up one size.
Up one size.
Just enough. Go up.
But then he'll have to go up another size later.
I know.
Yeah, but in a couple of years.
Yeah, but I don't want, So
he doesn't want to commit to that.
So I have to, go up size and a pot. Great.
Just only enough. Only go up a size, one size up, enough to get your fingers around, so you can get a little bit of extra soil in there, and then that will feed it because it's a combination. It's a combination of not getting erratic water, because it's root bound, and also there's not enough food in the soil.
Never would have thought
needs some minerals.
What an exciting day! I'm going to look at it as the time where you realise you needed a bigger pair of jocks.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
There's a little bit hanging out there.
Costa, last time we spoke, I asked you about my finger lime because you said a similar thing. I'd gotten a small finger lime and put it in a massive pot, and you said it was too big and that I should repot it into something smaller. You'll be pleased to know, Costa, that I completely ignored your advice, and it thrived. It just needed a bit of time. Turns out we had quite a cold, long winter, and it just was waiting for some warmer weather. It went nuts.
Once the warmer weather kicked in, it would have been all right, but at least you got it through the winter. Generally, they won't like it if they're just sitting in wet, cold soil.
Yeah.
But well done.
Yeah. It's doing well.
You've
I ignored it at will.
Out to be a hoax.
Yes, you absolute fraud.
All right, everyone.
Do as I say, not as he says.
We have our favourite garden gnome, Costa Georgiadis, with us right now from Gardening Australia. He's amazing. He knows everything there is to know about gardening, and he gives great advice.
That you can ignore.
At will. Costa, we have Philippa with us who has a question. Hello, Philippa.
Hi there. How you going?
All right. Hit up Costa with your question.
Okay, look, I've got a Japanese wisteria. It's in a pot, and it was in flower when I brought it. I have not had one single flower in 7 years.
You've sucked the life out of it. Costa.
Yeah.
Costa, what to do about the non-flowering Japanese wisteria?
So, I'm just trying to set the context. So, where's it living at the moment?
I've got it in a big pot. Sort of like and it's got 50% sunlight during the day. I've got it sort of like growing under a pergola.
Oh, okay. So it's getting what, moderate light or not much?
Yes. Moderate. No, moderate light.
Okay, moderate light. Yeah. Look, wisteria's like a. I'm just trying to.
What are they like, Costa?
Costa wants to tell you, just shoot it in the head and move on.
No. Look, wisteria's like a plenty of light.
Yep.
So if it's in a pot, I'm not sure if you can move it to get some more light because limited light. When a plant is seeking more light, it will get leggy and it's not going to flower as regularly.
Oh.
So I'd encourage you to maybe find a position where it's going to get some more light.
Or shine a torch on it.
Yeah. and then pot it up. Give it some, back to what you were saying earlier, guys, it needs a bit of potash.
Yeah.
Because the potash will help.
That's what we were saying.
Encourage its flowering.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's spending all of its energy trying to get to the sun instead of just relaxing back and blooming. I got you.
Kicking back.
I'm picking up
exactly.
what you're
And does it need fertiliser or anything, or just the potash?
The potash will do the job.
Yep. There you go.
Potash.
Philippa?
Is that
Potash.
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 Yep.
Okay, potash.
Get it,
All right,
Bunnings.
thank you. Let's go
Thanks,
to
Philippa.
Gabby in Wembley Downs. Hello, Gabby.
Good morning. How are we all?
Great, Gabby.
What's your question for Costa?
I've got this gorgeous mulberry tree. It's stunning. It looks like a Christmas tree when the 28s come in. I love it. It's so close to the house. It's growing into the house. And can I move it? Or do I have to lose it?
How big is it? Like,
look, the actual stump...
How long's it been in?
Well, it could be up to 50 years, but I'm not sure about that because the original house... I know.
Get the axe.
It's a heritage listed one.
Oh, you're going to have to get rid of the house then. That's the only other solution.
Well, that's what's happening. We're renovating and the builder's like, can we move that little guy? Because he's kind of where the scaffold's got to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Look, if it's really close to the building, mulberries get, well, that'll
Under?
just continue to get bigger, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's going to get to a point where if the builders are extending the house or something, it's going to have to go, unfortunately.
Can I pot it up? Can I
put it in a pot?
How big is
50-year-old tree?
How big is it?
Well,
is it like a tree, or we just think like it's a tree?
It's taller than the house,
Yes.
right?
Yes, exactly.
What pot are you going to get to put that in? What, a swimming pool?
Yeah, exactly.
I want to move it just slightly, like a metre.
It's going to need more than a metre. It's still growing.
Yeah, I know.
Gabby,
you know there's roots underneath.
It's not a stick.
Yeah, it's not a stick in the ground,
straight in the ground.
Like a star picket. It's like, let's just move it and put a little plastic protector on the top.
Move it a metre,
We
it'll be
don't
fine.
need to teach you about trees, Gabby, but
Gabby, I'm happy that you're so passionate about it.
yeah.
You know, connecting to our trees and nature is what I'm all about.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So you're not out of the running for the prize here because of your passion.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? It's lovely.
It is.
But what are we going to
What's
do?
the solution?
So what are we doing with the tree then? Killing it?
The house is being extended. You can't sort of just dig a mature tree like that out of the ground. You can, but you're going to have to cut all the roots, and the chances of survival is sort of zero.
Have you just killed a tree, Costa? Is that what we're doing?
Well,
or
look,
did they build the house around the tree?
Yeah, which will probably be problematic too because they're going to dig. They're going to dig and put trenches in to build foundations.
And the tree's still getting bigger. Yeah.
See the picture. I can see the picture. Yeah.
Or their lounge room with a mulberry tree in the middle of it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's lifting the floorboards.
Yeah.
So yeah. Look, I think Gabs is going to have to just get another one and
The
put
old
it in. Mulberries
Roundup
grow
injection.
quick. They grow really quick.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good
Put it-
news. Start afresh.
To the road. Yeah. Okay. Sad.
Sorry,
I wish I had a better
it is. You
answer,
said it's
Gabby.
heritage listed though, Gabby. Are you allowed to do that to a heritage?
Joking.
Oh, okay.
joking.
Okay. Just going to say.
Is there heritage listed as trees?
Yeah, there are.
Isn't there?
There
yeah.
are.
Yeah. All right. Costa, you've had two wonderful problems there. One's resulted in you suggesting a murder.
You kill it.
Nathan Nat and Shaun is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.